Hey everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records. It is time for our weekly check into some of the new releases headed to an independent record store near you very, very soon, we hope. Now that we're well into the month of March, things are picking up quite a bit, especially since we're barreling toward Record Store Day 2024. So the new releases are coming fast and furious. But let's take a look at just the highlights, though, coming up for the week of March 8th, 2024. On the new release front, we've got something new from an older band. This is Desperado Troubadours coming from Sawyer Brown. With Desperado Troubadours, trailblazing country group Sawyer Brown shares its first new music in nearly 2 decades, being led off with the Road Warrior anthem, Under the Old Hat. As the band says, it's the 90s, it's new, it's here, and it's now. Okay, so brand new stuff from Sawyer Brown. Desperado Troubadours is the name of this album. Looks like it's coming only on black vinyl and listing very reasonably at a suggested price of $25. Something also new from Norah Jones. This one is called Visions. Our description says that this is a vibrant and joyous 12-song set that finds Jones singing about feeling free, wanting to dance, making it right, and acceptance of what life brings. Looks like we've got 2 different vinyl variations of this coming our way, a $26 black vinyl version and an indie-exclusive colored vinyl version. This one looks to be on orange vinyl, and they're saying it has an alternative cover. Coming from Blue Note Records, the indie-exclusive version listing for about $26. And as mentioned, same price suggested list for that black vinyl version. New stuff also from Ariana Grande. This is Eternal Sunshine, limited ruby red colored vinyl edition with an alternative cover as well. This 2024 release is the 7th studio album by Ariana Grande. So Eternal Sunshine on that ruby red vinyl with the alternate cover coming in at a suggested list price of $33. Sticking with the power female artists on this week's go-around so far, here's something brand new from Kim Gordon. You may remember her from Sonic Youth. This album is called The Collective. Our description is very brief and succinct, saying legendary musician and multidisciplinary artist Kim Gordon returns with her 2nd solo album. So The Collective looks like this is on black vinyl only, coming in at a suggested list price of $32. A new compilation from a band that I'm somewhat familiar with, but didn't know enough about, apparently, when I get to this description. This band is called Exmal Deutschland, and the album is early singles 1981 through 1982. Our description leads into this well for us, saying Gothics, a time before the word goth had even taken shape, believed in the do-it-yourself punk ethos that anyone could pick up an instrument. Gray clouds were starting to form, and in the unlikely city of Hamburg, Germany, a brazen and haunting gang of 5 women formed Exmal Deutschland. And as any true punk would, Exmal Deutschland's members started the band despite not having any previous musical experience. It is interesting stuff. I don't know if you've noticed, I've got a couple of OG Exmal Deutschland here behind me. We've had them in the store here for a bit. It is very interesting, almost proto-industrial punk type of music. So early singles, Exmal Deutschland, this new compilation from them, coming in at a suggested list price of about $24. On the heavy metal side, we have got a new album coming from Judas Priest. This is Invincible Shield, a couple vinyl variations of this one. The description says that Invincible Shield is the 19th studio album by the British heavy metal band Judas Priest. And the lineup is as it should be: Rob Halford, Ian Hill, Glenn Tipton, Scott Travis, and Richie Faulkner. This is a double LP set, and there is an indie-exclusive version on red-colored vinyl, coming in at a suggested list price, a little heavy, about $48 on that. And then there is a black vinyl version, listing almost as heavy, coming in at a suggested list price of $47. But otherwise, brand new cool stuff from Judas Priest. Check your calendar. It's been a couple of months since we've had one, but here's another live release from the Rolling Stones. This is called Live at Wiltern. The description says that the Rolling Stones Live at Wiltern was recorded in November of 2002 when the Stones arrived in Los Angeles to perform at a packed Wiltern theater. There they treated fans to a set heavy on rarities, which feel right at home in such an intimate, small venue setting. This is a triple LP on black vinyl set, the Rolling Stones Live at the Wiltern, coming in at a suggested list price of $51. And we're including this next one in the new releases because it has never gotten a vinyl release before, even though it is an older release. This is called The Music Never Stopped, The Roots of the Grateful Dead, and it is a various artists album. The description says that throughout their long career, the Grateful Dead had been inspired by a stunning variety of American musical artists and traditions from blues to country to folk rock, and some of the most exciting and moving music ever recorded. So this release was originally set out in 1995, but only on picture disc, compact disc, and cassette. So this is the first vinyl release of The Music Never Stopped, The Roots of the Grateful Dead, performed by various artists. Those various artists, by the way, include folks like Merle Haggard, the Dixie Cups, Marty Robbins, Bob Dylan, Howlin' Wolf, Chuck Berry, Jimmy Reed and Big Bus Man, and Bobby Blue Band. So a lot of folks and their music that had a big influence on the Grateful Dead gathered together for this release. The Music Never Stopped, The Roots of the Grateful Dead, and this one coming in at a suggested list price of $29. Quite a few cool things coming up on the reissue front as well for the 8th of March. Starting off with a big one from the Coop, Alice Cooper. Here is a 50th anniversary deluxe edition of Billion Dollar Babies. The description says, "Hello, hooray, a new version of Billion Dollar Babies is on the way. Alice Cooper's delightfully subversive 6th album returns in all of its snakeskin glory for an extended 50th anniversary celebration. After it hit #1 in the album charts in 1973, the record remains a high-water mark for the original lineup, featuring hits like No More Mr. Nice Guy and Elected. So this Billion Dollar Babies Trillion Dollar Deluxe Edition is a triple LP set featuring a newly remastered version of the original album, along with some bonus material including studio outtakes, single mixes, and an electrifying 1973 concert recording. By the way, the gatefold cover on this, I know you're curious, faithfully replicates the original's textured snakeskin wallet design and comes complete with its own $1 billion bill tucked inside as well. A very cool find indeed, and this triple expanded edition is something cool for you Cooper fans. Billion Dollar Babies, the 50th anniversary expanded deluxe edition, comes at a price tag, though, coming in at a suggested list price of $70. Speaking of the Coop, we do have a Theater of Death recording live at the Hammersmith in 2009 coming out as well. This one, as the title implies, was recorded live at the Hammersmith in London in 2009. Double LP on red-colored vinyl coming in at a suggested list price of about $40. Speaking of expanded editions, here is one from UFO, and the album is Lights Out. This one was originally released in May of 1977 and became the group's biggest album to date, reaching number 23 in the US, and as well as cementing Michael Schenker's status as the most exciting guitarist in heavy rock. So this is a newly remastered version, which was done through the original tape transfers by legendary engineer Andy Pierce. So this album, as the description says, is sonically more gripping than ever. This is a triple LP set that comes with a recording of the first show of the Lights Out tour in that year, which was recorded at the Roundhouse in London in April of 1977. Triple LP Lights Out Expanded Edition from UFO, this one on black vinyl, and coming in at a suggested list price of $46. This might be deja vu. I think we've been getting a lot of music on vinyl reissues from the group Saxon, and I don't remember if we've had these two yet or not, or if they've been pushed back, but regardless, here they are again. A pair from Music on Vinyl and Saxon. We're getting a Forever Free on 180-gram translucent blue-colored vinyl, limited edition of 1,000 individually numbered copies on that blue vinyl. List price on that is $40. And then we also have Unleash the Beast on gold-colored vinyl. This one also a limited edition of 1,000 individually numbered copies as well, and also listing for about $40. Here's a great one to go back to. It's a reissue of the Indigo Girls and their self-titled LP. Also coming from Music on Vinyl, by the way, so it's a 180-gram on black audiophile vinyl. After a limited self-financed release, this self-titled album can be referred to as the proper debut by the Indigo Girls. The album immediately boosted them up the charts and earned them a Grammy Award back in 1989. So the Music on Vinyl reissue, black vinyl from the Indigo Girls, self-titled, and of course this one does have Closer to Fine on it, just so you're sure on that, coming in at a suggested list price of $39. A not too old country reissue coming our way as well. This is Sayin' What I'm Thinkin' by Lainey Wilson. This was originally released just a couple years back in 2021 with a couple of different vinyl variations then. We are now getting a pearl-colored vinyl version of this. So Lainey Wilson's Sayin' What I'm Thinkin' on that pearl-colored vinyl. listing for about $25. And then finally today, we've got a live one from a couple of blues legends. This is Junior Wells and Buddy Guy live at the Newport Folk Festival. This one on orange-colored vinyl coming from Cleopatra Blues and Cleopatra Records. The description says, the breakthrough performance from the 1968 Newport Folk Festival. This is the concert that solidified Wells and Guy into a powerhouse duo. They would, by the way, release their first album together the following year, but this launched them into the stratosphere. Smokin' hot versions of the now classics Hoodoo Man Blues, Messin' with the Kid, plus a killer cover of James Brown's I Got You, I Feel Good. Live at the Newport Folk Festival on orange-colored vinyl from Junior Wells and Buddy Guy. This one coming in at a suggested list price of about $30. And that is a quick check of some of the new releases headed our way for the 8th of March, 2024. If you're local here to the Radio Wasteland universe, you can contact us at the store and we will put in a pre-order for you for any of these that you like. Not local, not a problem. Just head over to our website at radiowastelandrecords.com and you can connect with us via that route as well. Also, I'd like to remind you to make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like. Feel free to comment on the videos. That helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm, as they say. So all the better to help get the word out. So until next time, this has been Jim from Radio Wasteland. Thanks a lot for being here.